Hi, Martin here from Align Chiropractic, and what I want to talk about in today's video is a really simple, quick strategy that you can use to help to de-stress, to help to unwind, to help to loosen muscle tension that we often build up from stress in our neck and shoulders, and to also help to reduce that sort of posture where your head comes forward and your shoulders come forward that we often get to when we're stressed. So what am I talking about with that posture? There's a posture that we look for clinically which can come about both from postural stress of long periods of time with our head forward and our arms forward, but it can also be part of our body's response to stress. The normal stress response activates certain neural pathways that increases the tension in the muscles in our shoulder and neck, which makes sense if we look at stress as a survival response that we need to fight or run away, flight, in response to a stressor. That's kind of the way we're wired. The challenge is that in our modern lives, we tend to have stresses rather than being something rustling in the bushes that we need to run away from, which might have been a stress when we were hunter-gatherers. It's more likely the deadlines or family stresses or money stresses or all the other reasons that we have to be stressed. So what tends to happen, rather than it to being a short period of stress and then physical activity to resolve the stress, which has a natural balancing, we have these periods of long-term ongoing stress, and we end up with these shoulders that are like concrete, a head that pokes forward and shoulders that round forward. And it also then, having that posture, we think also signals your brain, look, there's something that you should be stressed about, which then winds things up. And so often we'll see people with neck pain or headaches or even low back pain, where a big part of what's contributed to it is that ongoing stress has just kind of wound everything up, altered their posture. And so what I want to show you today is a special use of a foam roller that you can use to help to start to unwind and de-stress, as well as release the tension that you've got in that tends to build up in your neck and shoulders when you are under ongoing stress. So the type of roller that we're going to need to be able to do this sort of exercise, you can't have one of these shorter sort of rollers, because I'm going to show you a way where you're lying on top of the roller this way. So two types of rollers that can work: the sort of more traditional full round long roller, or a specific posture correction type roller, which is a half roller, and then the dome, and you're going to lie on this side. So either of these two types will work. This one, the full roller, tends to be a bit more of an advanced one. Some people will find it a bit trickier to balance on, whereas this one tends to be a little bit more specialised for the job. If you want this sort of type, these are a bit harder to get. These ones you can kind of get from online or lots of different sporting goods places. These ones probably best to just come in and get one from our practice. We sell them. So using the roller is as simple as this. I'm just sitting down one end, and then my head is resting at the top. My hands are palms up so that I can get some external shoulder rotation, and the starting position is hands down by your side. The first time you do this, it's natural to feel a little bit of stress or tension in the middle part of your back, but it should never cause any pinching or sharp pain. You just want to relax your shoulders back. First day you do this, I'm going to suggest you do it for 2 minutes. I'll show you how you go about getting up in a minute. As you progress, the way that you can increase the amount of stretch and the amount of release here is by bringing your arms up closer and closer to this sort of 90-degree to the body mark here. It tends to be easier with the hands down like this. So increase time till you're doing it to about 10 minutes, and then you can start moving your arms out to the side. Most people find somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes gives them a really, really good release, and they feel much less stressed afterwards. You can also increase the impact by doing meditation or the physiological sigh type exercises at the same time. Now, getting off, really, it's important that you don't come up like this that can feel really uncomfortable. What I'd suggest is you roll off to the side and then slowly sit, come up. Just take your time because you can feel a little bit dizzy. So there we have it, the way to use the posture correction roller or the sympathetic dominance roller as a way of reducing stress and unwinding tension.